Do you ever wish you could stop time? Like a pause button to push during the times you felt happiest. That's how I feel when I'm in Florida, lying on the beach, watching the ocean, or just around my family. Florida is my favorite place to be. I visit once or twice a year for 1 or 2 weeks at a time. A few of my favorite spots are Mount Lacha, the ocean, and anywhere you can eat really, especially outside. Florida means a whole world of happiness to me, more than it does to most people, and let me tell you why. Mount Lacha is this tiny town at the very tip of Florida, and most of my core memories revolve around a place with only about 700 people in it. In a town where everyone knows everyone and you spent the night with more than half. Imagine being surrounded by your classmates and knowing every one of them like family. That's how this town works. They watched me grow up, and I still visit now. When the sun goes down and the city gets dark, it's more beautiful than anything you could ever imagine. The houses are painted bright colors, and the lights shine like no other all throughout the streets. And cars aren't very used at night. Everyone walks to one destination, and we all hang out. We have bonfires and talk to each other until really late, and sometimes it feels like I'm living somebody else's life. And one for memories, walking around in weather that you don't even need a jacket for. Maybe if you're friends with you, just talking and having the most fun that you've had in a while, only because you love each other. But there's only so much to do in Mount Lacha, so that's when I move outside of the town and cure my boredom. One thing there's never a shortage of is things to do, things I could do over and over again and never get sick of, like eating. Shrimp is one of my favorite foods, but the problem is some foods only work from certain places. The shrimp in Florida is fresh, not frozen, so good. I can't explain why I love it so much, I just do. Feels like my mouth can explode sometimes. Food tastes different everywhere you go, really, but Florida food is just exponentially better than Michigan. Eating outside is another one of my favorite things to do, but only in Florida. It just smells different, tastes different, and looks different than being outside in Michigan. You can hear the palm trees rustling, and the ocean's so clear that it looks like you could just walk right over it. You can smell the salt rolling off the surface, and the air is refreshing, relaxing even. Sometimes it feels like I'm wrapped in an element's blanket. If I could bottle up Florida air and bring it back to Michigan, I would. The night wind gives you just enough breeze so you're not sweating. And another one of my favorite things is any animal watch. There's this boat, and I couldn't tell you what it's called, but it has a fan on the back of it, and it makes you go so you're not scaring any of the animals. And we go on alligator watches a lot, and if you're really lucky, you'll see iguanas. They sit in the trees sometimes. And I'll never forget this one I saw a long time ago. He was orange, and he was sleeping on his tree, and he amazed me. And I kind of just thought, why aren't humans made with such bright colors? I don't know. Maybe I'd like to look at people more. It won't take you long to realize that birds are your friends or your enemies. They steal your food or you cough it up. And I'm sure they miss me because I always feed them. I wish I could dream of Florida every night. You see things that you wouldn't see anywhere else. And now you know why Florida makes me the happiest I've ever been. Mount Lacha and the people I hold dearly close to my heart. All the foods that I love to eat, how mesmerized I am by animals. I wish I could stay forever, but I don't want to miss the life I have in Michigan. It's tricky being stuck between two polar opposite places. I hate leaving Florida, but I love coming back to Michigan. I was going to move there when I got older, but there's people and things here that I love just as much. There's this quote that I kind of base my life on. It goes, "The moments of happiness we enjoy take us by surprise. It's not that we seize them, but they seize us." Meaning that we don't look for happiness, it finds you in unexpected ways when you least expect to feel your fullest and when you need it most.